ADF is more like the guidelines, principles, and we can adapt each of the process to tune it slightly into the client needs. So we do good IT or not at all?
Yeah, exactly. The goal of the ADF is actually to grow fast, but never compromise on the quality.
It looks like it's a very demanding role.
Yeah, really.
You take care of the engineers, they take care of the client.
Exactly.
Yeah, I see. Well,
Good one.
welcome. We've gathered today to discuss Agile Delivery Framework. I'm Damon, Head of Development at JLabs. I'm together with Aga.
Yes, hi. I am a delivery manager at JLabs from over a year. Before I had a product background, but also I was QA and IT analyst.
And Maciej.
Hi, I'm Maciek. I'm delivery manager in JLabs for over 3 years now. Previously, I worked for over 10 years as a developer, tech lead, and architect.
So I've seen that we got a couple of questions prepared for us. Let me start with the first one. What was the initial spark that led to the creation of Agile Delivery Framework? I can go with that one, if you don't mind. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I really remember the beginning. So well, it all started like on some leadership meeting that had place, like I would say 1.5, maybe 2 years ago. So we've been asked by the board what each of the particular delivery department or the division should do to make sure we achieve our goal. Our goals are usually ambitious, and this time there was the goal to reach out to 1,500 engineers within the 5 years. So from delivery perspective, we've been thinking what we are doing right now, how should we evolve, and actually where we should be within those 5 years. What we are thinking is that we are already actually delivering the project with high quality to our clients, but within the grow, our structure on the back office side would also grow. So we were thinking, okay, we need to standardize our procedure or the processes, how we deliver the software to our clients. And we make sure that every division that would appear within the time would, follow the same rules, principles, and make sure that the quality stays the same and we don't compromise on this. So based on this, we invented the Agile Delivery Framework. It's not something very new because all of those principles and the rules were actually described within JLabs, but they were distributed among different teams and different individuals. Yeah, and I would say it was the initial spark that led. So the ambitious goals.
Really ambitious.
What values does the Agile Delivery Framework bring to the JLabs as a company? Who would like to answer?
I can take that. Actually, ADF is not a big shift for JLabs because most of processes which are included in ADF has been with JLabs already for years. What is the difference is actually ADF give you a structure. And the structure is needed because we want to scale, but scale with intentions. And this structure way of guidebooks which we have with ADF allows us to deliver projects with the same quality, even if this is existing employee or the new employee. Okay. And also the important part of ADF is a feedback because we want to improve the way we work, and the feedback allows us to improve, but based on real opinion, real value, and we want to grow with the market, with the client's needs. So the goal of the ADF is actually to grow fast, but never compromise on the quality.
Okay. So we do good IT or not at all?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. Agile Delivery Framework decoded. How do clients actually benefit from it? That's a hard question. Who wants it?
I can take that. Yeah, it follows up nicely with the previous one, because as you mentioned, the client also values flexibility from our sides. They come with their needs, their specific projects, their specific structure or the way of working that they have. And we have the framework that allows us to stay close to our values, but also deliver for the client, especially suited for their needs. So this allows us to have the close control and close collaboration with the client. So we can iteratively work with the client, with his needs. We can do the feedback both from our side and gather the feedback from the client side to quickly respond to their needs, to the shifts, requirements, changes, or whatever. That allows us to deliver quality. So we go again, the flexibility, adaptability, and quality, the core three values. And for the client, it also brings value from the structure and the close collaboration with us. So he's always informed on what's the current status of works, what's the deployment status, quality gates, or whatever, that we can go deeper and deeper. Okay, so in ADF, the delivery manager is described as the client's right hand. What skills are essential for this role, and how is it different from the classic project manager?
I could take that.
Yeah.
I believe delivery manager is a unique role at the JLabs because I see myself as a true partner to our customers, clients. And why I am saying that? Because my role is not only to manage task, budget, scope, deadlines. Of course, that is a really important part of my work, but it's just a part. There is much more
Happening around,
right? For example, at the JLabs, we really care about technical aspects. So every delivery manager has a technical background. For example, I have master degree from big data. I also had engineering degree from technical college, and also I work as QA. Then I went to the product, but what is common around every delivery manager is this technical background. And why this is important? Because we can understand the technical aspects, but also the business aspects of the project. And we can ask the right questions. We can also help them with improving processes, with building teams, finding the critical roles, but also with guidance. And that's why I am calling myself as a partner. Another important role in delivery manager is the people management aspects. I am a people manager to over 30 developers, and what I am doing, I am making sure they stay motivated, that they can grow. Technology is changing fast, and we want to make sure that every engineer who is working actually at the JLabs also is growing with this technology. We have multiple one-on-ones, we have personal development assessment, we have career paths, and I believe that makes sure that our teams stay motivated and they are happy, and with that they can actually deliver really good work. And another part is actually the processes. Because we want everything to be efficient. We want to make sure that our customers can actually focus on their business aspects, on their product. And we could take the delivery part from their hands. So they can have the peace of mind that they are working on their businesses, but we are taking care of their delivery.
I see. It looks like it's a very demanding role.
Yeah. Really.
And anything from your perspective, Maciej, as the delivery manager role? I mean, anything unique you find within this role?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things that are not probably we won't be able to go through the whole list. Yeah. But for me, always like if I'm supposed to be summarizing my role to like one sentence, if I'm doing like the introduction for the candidate, I'm always going with the, like, I'm the first line of support for the engineers, because that covers a lot of it, whether it is like work related, personal related. I'm always there for the engineers. So they are the core value for us. We work closely with them, and whatever is the needs from the engineers, whether it is performance, personal development, whatever, then delivery manager is there for them.
Okay. You take care of the engineers, they take care of the client.
Exactly.
Yeah. What makes the Agile delivery framework truly agile beyond just the name? Who wants to take that?
Yeah, I can go with this. So plenty of things has been said already, but what makes it agile is the fact that we are focusing on the iterative feedback loop around our ADF process. So as long as we deliver a piece of the project, software, part of the team, whatever it is within the Agile delivery framework, we constantly ask for feedback. And based on this, we improve and we change and we adapt to the client needs. And so we tailor our service to what best suits for a client. To be more specific, Agile delivery framework is being divided into 4 stages: discovery, setup, delivery, and finalization. And for example, by the end of each phase, we deliver some report to the client that gather some from our perspective mandatory and non-mandatory pieces. And if we would go with the, for example, setup stage, we do prepare the report and we agree within this report on the quality standards, communication and guidelines, project schedule. And where we are agile, we propose to the client our quality standards. So our quality standards, what we believe it works the best. But we are able to discuss and adapt their actual needs. If they need to follow some additional regulations in terms of SDLC, then we can expand our quality standards with their needs. From the other side, we propose the communication guidelines, RACI matrix. So how often do we meet with the client? How do we report to the client the progress, etc. However, we make sure that it's suitable for a client. So if the client prefers chat over the mail, we reach out to the client through the chat, etc. And I could, provide more and more details. Basically, we got ADF is more like the guidelines, principles, and we can adapt each of the process to tune it slightly into the client needs.
Actually, you mentioned that in ADF are 4 stages. Could you explain why actually the 4?
So it's been a long, I would say, journey to define those 4 stages. While we were working on the Agile delivery framework, we were, of course, working the Agile way. So at the very beginning, we have gathered all of the processes and the principles that were distributed over the organization, over the different departments. We have written them down. Also, we have defined all of the actors that are defined within the processes, all of the tasks and responsibilities. And at the very beginning, we come out that it would be good to have like 5, 6, or even the 7 stages. Like the first one is around the discovery, so analyze the needs, and etc. And another is around the preparation, then delivery, and then the end of the project or finalization. But based on the course of our development and the feedback from our ambassadors and the clients, it appeared that process needs to be as long as needed to cover all of the needed aspects, but also as short as possible to make sure it's simple, adaptability, and clear for the client. And that's where we end up with the 4 stages.
All right. So even in creation, there was adaptability and flexibility.
Absolutely. Another client. Why is the active client contribution a must-have in Agile delivery framework?
Yeah, as we mentioned, we work closely with the client. So as a delivery manager, throughout all 4 of the stages, I'm in close collaboration with the client. And to be able to manage the whole process, to adapt to the client needs I need to know them. I need to know what's going on with the project. I need to know what are the specific needs and resources, both from the client side and from our side, and to make sure that everything is going smoothly, that we can adapt in time, that we know what's going on, and also client knows what's going on our side. We need to be in close collaboration. So the input from client at every stage makes sure that we know that we are able to deliver up to our standards. So after each iteration, we can improve, we can adjust, so we can continue our collaboration further, we can improve on it, we can check if everything is going smoothly or some quality changes need to be adapted, for example.
The question comes to my mind, so if I may ask it, how do you gather this input? What is the...
Yeah, so I would say we are some feedback freaks, I would say. It always comes up in our internal discussions. So we gather feedback from all around the process of the ADF. So we gather feedback from the candidates, even if they are not hired. We gather feedback from technical interviewers. We gather feedback from the delivery managers at the recruitment process. From the client side, we gather feedback as well from their recruitment teams, from their technical recruiters, from their managers. We gather feedback from the team itself when they are working, when they are already delivering the project. So we do the project feedback, project assessment after 3 months, for example. That's the first checkpoint when after 3 months we have some inputs, for example, from the developers. What are the areas for the improvement, for example, and also from the client as well. So if we delivered the team or the resources that they really need, if everything is aligned, and we can continue. And then, furthermore, after, for example, 1 year, we do the personal development assessment. So we meet with the engineers, we plan their development, we assess how this whole year was for them, in terms of both like the project fit, for example, for the development, how they were able to use their own technical skills and their knowledge to make sure the project is delivered, but also what the project itself brought to the engineers for them to develop further.
Yeah, for some self-development.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
What can I expect from the discovery phase, and what do I receive as a client?
So it's actually very interesting because this discovery phase has actually multiple functions. Firstly, it's of course the first phase of the ADF as a whole. But from the other side, it really gives a client the opportunity to have the, I would say briefly, the first feedback and some initial analysis. What do we think about the project that needs to be done and so on. So I would say the client receives some kind of the first estimation and initial offer. And going into the details, is discovery phase is all about analyzing the technical requirements from the client side, the scope of the project, the business requirements, and also the whenever the business meets the technology. So all of the aspects. We have some process that it's defined within this stage. The process is called need assessment, and with this process, thanks to deep interview with the client, we can gather all of the necessary information and prepare some estimation and the offer to the client. In terms what's client receive, as we stated previously, at the end of each stage, client received the report. So in this report, client would have the scope of and the objective of the project, of their project, the competency mapping we think that might be needed to accomplish and to deliver the project, the briefly estimated budget and the timelines, because also at the very first stage, client really, there are some things that client doesn't know. So the estimated budget and the timelines, of course, the risk that we see with the project that may happen, and our reaction to the risks. Yeah, and I would say that's the whole bunch of information that we deliver to the client. To sum up, it's very interesting to the client, because just after this discovery phase, we can decide together with the client if we go further, and basically if we go with the service to the client, or if we go with the further steps and go with the project.
Yeah. So the first alignment.
Yeah, first alignment, and then the checking the needs and so on. Oh, it's actually somehow combined with the previous one. So, what are some unique moments or processes that are set each phase of Agile delivery framework apart?
As discovery you already covered, it's about getting the background, knowing the technical and business aspects, because it's our foundation for the next steps. And in the next is setup. In setup, what we actually have unique, I would say for me, is adapting hiring for attitude method when we are building the teams, because we care for both aspects. This technical skills when we have our recruitment team and also JTech league process, which is making sure that this technical knowledge is there, which is also the processes which we improve over the years. And on the other side, there is this hiring for attitude. Mm-hmm. When we are checking how they will behave in the team, when we are checking actually what is the attitude to work, how is the proactivity, and all of this we are using to create teams which are best fitted for the customer, for the project. But also in setup phase, in my opinion, is important creating these guidelines for communication, how we will report, and also agreeing about the quality standards. So we all understand what done actually means, and there is no misunderstanding in the future. Mm-hmm. In delivery, what is unique? Maybe the unique part might be this people management, because delivery we are deliver iteratively. We are creating documentation iteratively. As we said before, we also gather feedback iteratively and we adapt. So I would say that is quite standard for the Agile. But different part is people management. When delivery manager actually is meeting with the team members, is meeting also with customer, and making sure everyone is aligned and everyone is satisfied. And there is also the part of growing about those career paths. So all of this is combined, and we want also to adapt those career paths with the project so we have the right people on the right place. And with finalization, what is unique, I would say, is the phase which focuses on actually delivering the item on time in the budget. But also what might be unique is the possibility of having this domain transfer knowledge, or technical knowledge transfer, or business knowledge transfer. And here for me, why we create this phase is basically for the customer safety, and because we want them to feel that they are not trapped in the vendor log when we are working long term. And I would say that's it, yeah.
That makes sense, absolutely.
What's next for the Agile delivery framework? How will it evolve?
So what's next? Basically, now we are focusing on the implementation, gathering feedback. But at the very early stage, we were focusing on the ADF from the, I would say, a technology and the delivery perspective. So we have closed this in this I would say, sandbox of the delivery. But as we see, the ADF is actually working closely with the other departments within the organization. As long as you need to deliver the project to the customer, it's not only the delivery that actually is busy with the work. There is a lot happening on the back end, like all of the administration stuff, recruitment, sales, contracting, etc. So my idea is to expand those Agile delivery framework and show up and draw all of the places where delivery meets the other departments like sales, recruitment, administration, and define the processes and procedures there. So we all, as the organization, are aligned, more formalized and structured.
Yeah, so we will be going more into the details now, how it works in the different departments.
Yeah, most likely yes. After full adoption on delivery, we would go more into the details. Actually, yeah. What is the bidding process, for example, as you ask? Because the bidding process is the combination of what's happened on delivery. So what we delivered, what chunk of the work, piece of the work, or the number of hours. We need to work closely with the finance to make sure that the invoicing is working correctly.
That's interesting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for listening. If you would like us to do some discovery phase for your project, please reach out to us through the contact form. And also you can find all of the reference to our materials in the description of this video.